this time last year, we had finished Heroes, and I did Heroes for about 5 years. And that was my last Heroes. And they took a bunch of the Jersey girls and some of the guys into that room, and they talked to us about doing the internship. And I was really hesitant. I really didn't want to do it, honestly, because I knew the expectations of a hero was just to follow and to like be obedient to the interns and the staff and everything. And of course, we were called to like be boisterous and be loud. But like I knew that for interns, there was a lot more expectations for them, and I was really scared, and like I didn't feel like I was ready enough to be a leader in that. And so a bunch of the girls signed up really early. They signed up about like a week or two after that meeting, and I took about like 2 months because I was just like waiting, and I didn't feel like I was ready enough. But then God said, Marcy, you have to sign up. And so I did. I signed up, and yeah, I signed up, and little did I know that in February, about like 5 months later, I would rededicate my life to the Lord. And so in doing that, I realized, wow, like God wanted me to do this internship because he knew that I was going to take that step and rededicate my life, and that this was the next step in my walk in faith with God. And so I was ready, and I was more excited. I wasn't dreading it anymore. And so I was excited for the internship, and I honestly came really empty, just waiting for not really expecting much, just was empty and ready to receive anything that God had for me in any area of my life. And honestly, like the one thing I was hoping for a little bit was just that God would help me step out of my comfort zone. I tend to be like a little quiet and timid, but I was hoping that God would just stretch me in that area specifically and helping me to just to stand up and be more of a leader. And so he definitely did. I mean, being up here alone is a big accomplishment for me. If I knew I was going to do this a couple years ago, I probably would have panicked, but I feel fine. And that's just another step that God has been taking in my life and stretching me in that area and being more bold and having more confidence. And another area God has been stretching in my life, which I didn't know he would do, was with my family. In the second week here, we did a Train to Rank program, which was all about families. And we learned a lot about just the institution of like family and how important it is and how much God values it. And I think in that I was a little hard-hearted because like I wasn't open to receive like all of that, because I don't know, with my family I can tend to be a little cold-hearted and distant, and just like learning everything about family and just how important it is and how special it is in God's eyes, like really opened up my heart and really softened my heart. And something that my brother had told me last year was, actually he pulled me and my brother aside after the Heroes, and he was like, guys, we have to be more like a family, and we're really distant with each other. And I was really hard-hearted, and I didn't want to take in what he said, because I was just like, you don't know what you're talking about. Of course we're a family. Like, we're close enough. Like, that's fine. We live in the same house. How close could you get? And so, I wasn't really, ready to be more open to them, and especially my brothers. And this, whole internship, my two brothers have been, coming into my mind. And every time they came into my mind, I just stop and just pray for them. And so I've been praying for their hearts to be softened and my hearts to be softened, and it has. And just like a couple weeks ago, my younger brother, he texted me, and he was like, he was asking for advice, and he's never done that before. And I guess his heart was softened too, because he was like me, really closed, and we're all kind of closed. But I think God has been opening their hearts up and my heart's up, and I was able to reach out to him and just show love to him. And I think that's what God has been showing me, just that spreading the love of Jesus doesn't stop at the home, but it starts there. And I'm just really excited to go back home and spread the love of Jesus to them and just be open and ready to share it and pour into their lives. And I'm so excited to just be connected again and not be distant from them. And yeah, that's what God's been showing me this summer.